Hello and welcome to this episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Here's our very interesting question for today. What are the differences between a guitar teacher and a guitar coach? This is actually a very good and very interesting question because most people seem to have those two things quite perplexed in their minds. The job of the guitar teacher and the job of the guitar coach, even though they have a similar end result, both people want to develop the students playing, their jobs are quite different in how they are being realized. Let's see if we can explain it in detail and see if I can help you understand if you need and if you actually have right now a guitar teacher or a guitar coach. So what exactly does a guitar teacher do? Well, the guitar teacher offers you, first of all, good generic initial information. That means some good materials for you to practice. Then the next thing is that he will give a lot of encouragement. And actually this is very important, especially during the first steps for a beginner, because he will need a lot of encouragement since he is going to be perplexed by some of the intricacies of guitar playing. So this is exactly the job of the teacher. He also will give some feedback, but usually it's going to be on things that are done wrong. So if the student is doing something wrong, the guitar teacher will correct him. So three elements. Number one, good generic initial practicing materials. Number two is going to be the encouragement. And number three, some feedback on things that are done wrong. Now, what is the job of the guitar coach and how does it differentiate from the job of the guitar teacher? Well, the guitar coach starts very differently. First of all, the materials he's going to give to the student are customized. That means he will examine the specific student, see his strengths, see his weaknesses, and then create a customized practice schedule, study schedule for the specific student. Apart from the customized materials, the guitar coach is going to be giving constant feedback on how the student is doing and how he's practicing. That means that the feedback is not only given when the student does something wrong, but it is also given when the student does something suboptimally, which means that even if the student is doing something fairly okay, in a way that the guitar teacher would not correct it because it's going towards the right direction, the guitar coach will correct it because it needs to be as optimal as possible. So for example, while a guitar teacher would correct someone who's playing alternate picking if he's doing the wrong picking strokes, so if he's supposed to play down and he's playing up, the guitar coach would correct everything from the picking strokes to the angle of the pick so that it will help the student play more fast in the future, to the kind of pick that the student is using, and even the way he's holding it in relation to the strings. So to clarify that again one last time, the guitar teacher is helping the student do things correctly, while the guitar coach is helping the student do the correct things in an optimum way. Now, part of the job of the guitar coach is to take care of anything, really anything that might hinder process. And that might include many different things like social relationships, even family issues sometimes, equipment problems, anything like injuries, possible problems that might arise months from now in a student's playing. All these kind of things, all these things, this holistic approach is the job of the guitar coach. There's been several cases where I've had to help students with their habits, like day-to-day habits that had seemingly nothing to do with actual playing the guitar, and sometimes even with their training and nutrition, because the habits that they had developed on these areas were stopping them from developing their playing. If one wants to describe what the job of the guitar coach is something like benevolent supervision. So basically like having someone almost with you all the time, that he makes sure that you're going towards your mission to become a much better guitar player, in full throttle. So there you have it. These are the differences and the similarities between guitar teachers and guitar coaches. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode of Ask the Guitar Coach.